What's up guys, Noah from Stage 3 Motorsports here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to install this RCI engine skid plate on your Toyota Tacoma. So let's get right into it. So before we throw on our RCI skid plate here, we're going to need to take off some factory equipment, and depending on what package you have on your vehicle, you may have some different skids underneath. Basically, all you're going to need to really focus on is just getting all the hardware out of it and saving it. So whether or not you have the full TRD package or just a regular front engine skid, whatever that may be, save the hardware that comes with it because you may need it. So we're going to use a 12mm socket, and you can throw this on an impact or a ratchet and unbolt these, and it should just drop right down. After you've removed your skid plates from underneath, you're going to need to come through and grab a 17mm socket, and we're going to take off these stamped steel brackets that are attaching to the actual frame mounts on the bottom. And so once those are clear, we can get a nice snug fit for the RCI. Now you can see that we've got everything cleared out of the way, and our truck didn't have a back skid here for the engine, but if yours did, obviously that needs to be removed. So with all that clear, we're going to grab the RCI skid, and I'm going to put it on top of this pole jack that I set up to help lift it into place, and that's going to support it so I can line up all the bolts underneath. Now, if you're doing this on the ground, which most of you probably are, it's actually a little bit easier because you can hold the plate up with your knees or get a floor jack and just crank it up to get it into place. So definitely give that a shot. I don't recommend doing it on a lift. We just wanted to make it easier for you guys to see. Now we've got the skid plate lined up, we're going to reuse that factory hardware that we used the 17mm socket for to mount the front 4 screws here, and then we're going to use the new hardware that came with it for the back 2, where we didn't have anything originally in place, to get that all spaced up. So at the back here is where we're going to grab RCI's hardware, and you're going to want to take one of their black little spacers, and this is going to go in between this cross member and the actual skid. So we'll line that up, and then we're going to take the new bolt and washer, and these are going to come up through the bottom, and it should just go into these pre-threaded holes that are already in here. So we'll start tightening that by hand, just get it threaded on. Now to tighten these up, we're going to use a 13mm socket on our ratchet. All right. Once you've got the back bolts tightened up, make sure you go through and double check the other ones just so that skid plate is sitting flush up against the bottom of your truck. And with that, it's going to be a wrap on this engine skid install. Now, if you are interested in some of RCI's other skid plates or seeing how they all tie together, we do have a full skid plate install video that you can take a look at. So be sure to check out the link for that. And if you're interested in picking up these skids for your Tacoma, you can head down in the description below, click those links. It's going to shoot you over to our website, and we'll see you guys next time.